YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy, yo, and this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every postseason game every day. Today's Thursday, October 2nd. I have 3 games and 3 props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, I dropped my highlighted play of the day. I took the Cincinnati Reds and Los Angeles Dodgers under 8 runs. It sounds crazy in retrospect, but really the game had a chance to go under. There were errors in every inning. It started in the first with Teoscar dropping the easy fly ball with 2 outs. Next thing you know, it's 2-0 Reds. Hey, can't cry over spilled milk, but that was a tough one to watch having the under. 0-2 to start the wild card. I need to get back in that win column in a big way. Let's get after it. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our first matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers in Cleveland taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians are minus 132 on the money line, and the total is 7.5 runs. On the mound, we have Jack Flaherty going for Detroit, and we have Slade Cecconi going for Cleveland. I can't say I'm a fan of either option on the mound. Both guys finished the regular season with above 4.0 ERAs. I think this one's a shootout. Flaherty's going to give up at least a couple runs, but he's still the slightly better option than Cecconi. He gets more strikeouts and has more control on his pitches. We know Cleveland's bullpen is elite, so they'll have the advantage in the late innings, but regardless of the outcome, I think we see a lot of scoring early. We're taking the Tigers and Guardians over 4 runs in the first 5 innings as our first selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the San Diego Padres in Chicago taking on the Chicago Cubs. Cubs are minus 115 on the money line, and the total is 7.5 runs. On the mound, we have Yu Darvish going for San Diego. We have Jameson Taillon going for Chicago. This is a tough game from a betting perspective. Both guys are solid options on the mound. Taillon had the better numbers in 2025, but Darvish has more experience in these high-leverage playoff moments. I give the advantage to Chicago's lineup. They've been more active behind the plate, but the Padres have a significant bullpen advantage. For me, it comes down to what I said about Darvish. The Padres as a whole have more experience in these high-leverage, must-win situations. The Cubs should keep it competitive, probably get a few runs in the early innings, but ultimately, I think San Diego wins this game. We're taking the Padres on the money line as our next selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Boston Red Sox in New York taking on the New York Yankees. Yankees are minus 163 on the money line, and the total is 7.5 runs. On the mound, we have Conley Early going for Boston, and we have Cam Schlittler going for New York. This is actually a really interesting matchup. Must win on both sides, and they're fielding rookies. Neither guy has much of any experience at the major league level, but that's especially true for Early. He has 19 innings pitched in his career. That's not enough of a sample size to feel comfortable backing him against this Yankees lineup in a must-win. Boston does have the slight bullpen advantage, but this is too much of a mismatch in terms of both starting pitching and lineups. I hate to say it, but I think it's adios amigos to the Red Sox. We're taking the Yankees on the run line. You can find it for plus 135 odds as our highlighted selection. All right, guys, let me get into the props. 3 for today. Let's get right back in that win column. First, we're taking Kerry Carpenter of the Detroit Tigers to get 2 or more bases. He had a great regular season, and that's carried straight into the postseason. He's had 27 career at-bats in the playoffs, batting a .296 with a home run in the mix. Great career numbers against Cecconi. I think he gets on the board. Next, we're taking Luis Arraez of the San Diego Padres to get 2 or more hits. One of the best hit-for-contact guys of all time. He's really yet to have a breakout postseason, but if the Padres want to win this game, they're going to need a couple hits from Luis. Last but definitely not least, we're taking Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees to get 2 or more bases. He's finally stepping up in the postseason. 4 hits in his first 8 at-bats. This guy's going yard at any moment. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Like I said, rough start to the wild card, but I'm determined to get us back in that win column ASAP. Let's cash today and go into the first round with our heads held high. I appreciate the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo! And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.